exalted, amazing, wonderful people, wherever you are listening to me. I'm happy to come your way again. Today I have an exciting subject to share with you all, and I believe that you will enjoy it and you will learn one or two things that will keep you going. Now, I want to talk about a very important subject, as I said, and it is called marriage. I want to give you a 3-letter word that will save your marriage if you are already married. Now, I believe that, marriage is very, very interesting. It's very, very challenging. And it's meant to be enjoyed by everybody that is into it. Now, marriage is a highly fragile relationship. And that is why I've come with, a 3-letter word that will help you to be able to keep your marriage going and to save your marriage from collapsing. And the word I'm talking about is ACT, A-C-T. So the acronyms of the word ACT, A stand for accept, C stand for communicate, and T stand for team. Now, these 3 words will save your marriage if you are able to apply the principles I want to share today, in your whole marriage. I'm talking from experience. I've been in this situation for long. I've been married for over 26 years now, and I believe that I have the experience to share with you as you listen to me today. Now, I want to start with the letter A that stands for accept. Now, in a marriage relationship, marriage partners should accept each other. That is the fundamental beginning of it all. You should be able to accept your partner. Partners must learn to accept the other's created ability, created reality, because we are created in a different way. We have come from different geographical locations for us to come together as one. So you must be able to, accept your partner. You should be able to accept your partner's strength, his or her strength, his or her weaknesses, his or her beauty and plainness, grace, clumsiness, and what have you. Whatever your partner is throwing at you, I think for your marriage to work well, you should be able to accept it. So that is the number 1 word that starts with A. Act. Accept. So accept your partner, accept your wife, accept your husband, whatever the situation may be, whatever attitude, whatever character that your wife or your husband is coming up with that is plain to you, learn to accept it and adjust your life to it. And the number 2 letter in this word R is communicate. Communicate. You see, it is very, very, very important in marriage relationship. Communication is very vital. Communicate is very, very vital. Married partners need to communicate with each other. You need to be able to communicate, not just communicate, but you should be able to communicate effectively and positively. That's the only way that your marriage will last long. Emotional and spiritual growth depends on proper communication. The way you communicate together is very, very important. And to communicate, partners must learn to talk, expressing themselves. Some people, they like to bottle up things. Some people, they like to not to come out and explain themselves. They try to cover up things. No, it doesn't work that way. Your partner will not know what you are going through. Your partner will not be able to identify the problems you are going through. You don't think that, well, he knows me. Assumption is one of the terrible mistakes that we make in marriage relationship. You want to assume that your partner knows what you are going through. You want to assume that your husband, your wife knows the situation you are in. He may not know. She may not know. That is why it's very important for you to open your mouth and communicate. There are several ways that you communicate. You communicate verbally. You communicate through your actions. You communicate, facially. different way. Your body language is a way of communicating. So the important thing is that whatever way you didn't feel to communicate, make sure you communicate, but that communication must be very, very effective. That communication must be very, very positive. When you communicate negatively, you drag your feet all around in the house, you make all kind of noise, and you deliberately, making noise when you are cooking, burning food, is way of communication. But how are you communicating? Communication is very, very important. You must learn to communicate. And apart from communicate, every partner, every husband and wife must also learn to listen when other is talking. I want us to be expert listeners and have patience to listen for as long as your partner wants to talk. Teach yourself how to listen. Psychologists have discovered that what is left unsaid sometimes means more than things that are said. And I believe it totally. I believe 100%. And the final letter in the word heart is letter T. And that letter T stands for teach. So what do I mean by that? Married partners should teach each other. Don't assume that you know everything. You learn from your husband also learn from you. So we learn from each other, teach each other, be ready to learn, and be ready to teach, teach with love. They are not to teach their individual opinions. No, the basis for teaching is based on understanding of each other. It is only way that you can have a good home, a good marriage. Now, all this will save a lot of marriages from breaking point and from breaking apart. And I want to encourage you that make every effort so that your marriage will not collapse. Thank you for listening to me. I want to thank you, and I want to say to you that this year will be the best for you. I want to thank all that have subscribed to my channel. I want to ask for those that have not subscribed, please subscribe, thumb up, and if you like what you have seen and what you have listened to, don't hesitate to make comment, and I'll be glad to see you again when I come your way. Thank you very much, and stay blessed.